Yo, what's going on? It's that guy. Today we are getting into another Dread review. Monday being the day we discover Chris Travis, American hip-hop recording artist. So make sure you stay tuned and stay subscribed. This is the Not Nation content. Now Chris Travis being an American hip-hop artist from Memphis, Tennessee. He is best known for the originator of the Water Boys lifestyle movement and his viral hit Crunch Time, which has over 9 million views and counting on YouTube.
You the dead guy, I ain't even spin bars, but I ain't telling lies. Chris Travis ain't broke, you a goddamn lie, nigga.
Born Memphis, Tennessee, genre trap, cloud music. Of course, trap star. Looking at Chris Travis's hair, we can see actually that his hair came from the afro texture. Seems to be really remindful of Absol's afro, which kind of show that he would have some sick dreads if he let his hair lock up. Chris Travis here rocking the dreads that are a little bit longer at this point. I mean, coming from this photo right here, his best option to dread would be the freeform route. You might not think that these would turn into freeform dreads, but they would over time. Give it like a year and you'll have locks out of it. Of course, a lot of people want to go the different route, but I actually think that Chris Travis here has been embracing the freeform movement as much as he can. Some of his locks looking pretty cylindrical and blunted at the tips. Might be a little bit of forming happening there with a crochet needle or a palm roll of some sort, but looking at his roots, we can see that the new growth is fresh, untouched. A little bit of afro happening underneath the new growth, which is a good sign of the freeform movement. Pictures like this obviously is when his hair is a lot longer. We can see the bleach on some of these dreads. They look really cylindrical. Some of them having the curls and the crinkles happening naturally. And again, here we can see the front of his head, a little bit more parting showing. These days the scalp is a little bit more exposed, but it's cool to see that, you know, afros like this turn into pretty sweet locks. So regardless of your race, if you have a nice afro, whether you're Asian, African, or white boy, whatever, it can grow into nice locks. It's a good base to start from. It seems here that Chris Travis, as I was saying, hair like this on Chris Travis, as it gets older, seems to have matured quite well. The bleach on the bottom faded, of course, it does happen over time. The black hair starting to show back through, and here is actually the efforts of a braid out. So braiding the freeform locks does exist. A lot of people ask me this question, and it is possible, but of course that's when his hair is longer, and when his hair is short here, we can see that he's got quite uniform freeform locks, to be honest. Could even be backcombed a little bit, but really noting that when you see his hair come from these afro nubs here, this is what really starts off the dreadlock process, and this is the afro stage of it. You will start to see some shrinkage happening here, but it's really just the curl patterns tightening up to really start off the dreadlock anchors. We have seen Chris Travis's locks on this channel. We have seen Chris Travis's dreadlocks on the channel before, so mainly just checking in on an update of his locks. We can see that they are mad lengthy at this point in time. What's really happening here is that his locks look a lot thicker. Definitely cool to see thick locks in the game, and he's still having them braided out, obviously. The way I like these thick dreadlocks here, it shows that when you have thicker dreadlocks, it's harder to actually keep them retwisted, to keep them interlocked, because those procedures will actually thin them out at the root. So it shows here that you know, he's letting these things just kind of nap up on their own, which gives him a thicker, fuller look. Again, rocking the hair down, bleach tips still happening here. A good shot from above. We can see that he doesn't have too many dreads, you know, maybe about 30 to 40 of them. This does happen when you have thicker dreadlocks. And the almighty shot from behind that we don't really see as much. We can see that his hair actually looks pretty uniformed. Kind of reminds me of Skip Marley's dreadlocks. Definitely a good shape going on that he's got now after all these years. Considering from where he started from, he's definitely making his look his own on this dreadlock game here. Always with the braid out. Always rocking that braid out, it seems. It's a great look. Photos like this just really shows the length. I mean, I'm sure this dude's gonna grow his hair pretty long. Doesn't look like he's gonna have any lock chops in the game coming up anytime soon. Close-up shot here. We can see the bleach really in effect on some of these locks. There is some scarring, it seems like. Right here, there has been something done to this dreadlock to kind of have it pinched, but for the most part, it seems like there's not much scarring on these dreads. Even some of them are really smooth on the curl parts. A shot from the front, not as much afro these days, as we note. Not as much afro, so it could be retwist happening. Like, it looks kind of tight on this dreadlock right here. Rocking the goofy, wacky pigtails. It's always fun to even try the pigtail game or the ponytail game at some point in your life. Stupid shirt he was wearing. Looks like the bleach is gone at this point. Dyed back to black. Thick locks hanging down his face still. And again, another braid out look. Braid out's being quite popular for Chris Travis now in his update. And if you notice here, the braid out as well. Looking at his scalp here, seems to be some spacey areas. Could just be the way that his hair was braided or pulled back for the moment. But final shot here of his hair just hanging down, and the length is really cool. Looks better without the bleach, to be honest. You don't really need it. Kind of gives like a grungy look when the bleach starts to fade out and the black starts to show back up. Keep that in mind. Black is usually better. Well, whatever natural hair color is definitely better than artificial. But rocking the braid locks. This was Chris Travis's update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys later on live stream 420, and of course more dreaded reviews later this week. Come stop by on Instagram, almost at 1,000 followers, so shout out yourselves and big up the nation, and come support. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, one love. I'm gone.
The nation.